Far beyond the frozen fjords and the endless forests of the north, the Vikings believed that no warrior truly died alone. When a great warrior fell in battle, something descended from the sky, a figure with wings of iron and eyes that burned like cold stars. They were called Valkyries, the choosers of the slain. According to the oldest Norse legends, Valkyries served the gods of Asgard. They flew across battlefields, choosing the bravest warriors and carrying their souls to Valhalla, where they would fight beside the gods forever. For centuries, Viking warriors welcomed the sight of Valkyries. It meant glory, honor, eternal battle. But the old sagas warned that not all Valkyries served the gods. Some had fallen, some had been corrupted by powers far older than the gods themselves. These fallen spirits became something else, something darker. They became Shadow Valkyries. In the northern village of Skarnheim, the people had begun whispering about strange sightings in the night sky. Hunters traveling through the frozen mountains reported seeing a winged figure flying silently above the snowfields. Entire camps of warriors vanished during the night without leaving a single trace. The only thing left behind were strange black feathers scattered across the snow. The elders feared the old stories were returning. A warrior named Aric Stormblade listened carefully to these rumors. Aric had fought many creatures during his travels across the north, frost giants, sea monsters, and things that lived deep beneath the ice. But this story was different. This was not a beast. It was something ancient, something intelligent. One night the sky above Skarnheim turned dark with heavy clouds. Snow fell silently across the frozen valley as the villagers prepared for the long winter night. Aric stood outside the village walls, watching the mountains in the distance. Then he heard it, the sound of wings, slow, heavy. Aric looked up. High above the village, a massive figure glided silently through the storm clouds. At first it looked like a giant bird. Then lightning flashed across the sky. The shape became clear. A woman clad in ancient armor darker than the night itself. Enormous black wings spread behind her like shadows across the sky. Her helmet was shaped like a crown of broken blades, and her eyes burned with a cold blue fire. The Valkyrie of Shadow had come. She descended slowly toward the village. The moment her feet touched the frozen ground, the wind stopped. The entire valley fell silent. The villagers hid inside their homes, too terrified to move. The Valkyrie began walking toward the center of the village. Each step left dark frost spreading across the snow. Aric stepped forward. If the creature had come to claim souls, he would not let it take the people of The Valkyrie turned her head slowly, her glowing eyes locked onto him. For a moment neither moved. Then she spoke. Her voice sounded like cold wind passing through broken stone. "You are not meant to stand against me, mortal." Aric raised his runic sword. "I've heard that before." The Valkyrie moved instantly. Her wings exploded outward as she launched into the air and struck downward with a spear made from black lightning. Aric barely raised his blade in time to block the attack. The impact shattered the frozen ground beneath his feet. The Valkyrie rose into the air again, circling above the village like a dark storm. Aric realized something quickly. This was not a simple spirit. She was hunting. The Valkyrie descended again, faster this time. Aric rolled aside as her spear struck the ground, sending shards of ice flying across the village square. He swung his sword upward, cutting across the Valkyrie's armor. For the first time she reacted. A small crack appeared in the dark metal across her shoulder. Blue light flickered inside it. The Valkyrie stepped back. Her wings spread again, larger than before. Then the sky itself seemed to darken. Black clouds gathered instantly above the village as shadows spread across the snow. Aric understood the truth. Her power came from the darkness itself. If he allowed the night to grow stronger, the Valkyrie would become unstoppable. Aric grabbed a burning torch from one of the village walls. The bright fire pushed against the growing darkness. The Valkyrie screamed. Her wings recoiled from the light. Aric charged forward. As the Valkyrie lunged again with her spear, Aric drove the burning torch directly into the cracked armor on her shoulder. The fire ignited instantly. Blue energy burst from the Valkyrie's body like lightning. She staggered backward, wings thrashing violently through the air. For a moment, the darkness around the village collapsed. The Valkyrie looked at Aric one last time. Then she spread her wings and launched into the storm clouds above. The sky slowly cleared. The wind returned. Silence settled over the village once more. Aric stood alone in the snow, breathing heavily. The Shadow Valkyrie had not been destroyed. Creatures like her did not die easily. Somewhere beyond the frozen mountains, she was still flying, waiting, because one day, when the great wars of the north began again, the Shadow Valkyrie would return. And next time, she would not come alone.